type so many words
Yes.
per minute. Okay, so Debbie,
Yes,
over
I
to you.
do.
It's top of the hour. Over to you.
Okay. And top of the morning to everybody. Today, I was going to go into prosperity. And prosperity means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But basically, one of the best definitions I've seen is that prosperity is a state of well-being. It implies it's a free and easy access to all that is good and desirable and connotes a free, complete, and satisfying life. So prosperity is like success to me. It means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but it could be success in having relationships with your children, with a spouse or a partner. It could mean money. Um, it could mean losing weight. It could be whatever your success that you're wanting. And I know that many people know my story and know that 10 years ago I was bankrupt. And there's been a lot of talk about mindset. Cindy just did a beautiful interview with Mal Sword last Tuesday night. And if you haven't seen it, it's on her Atomic Wellness site. And all he talked about was mindset. And I know that is definitely the place that you need to start if you're doing any business at all, but especially ASEA. And too many of us don't have that prosperity mindset. And I know because 10 years ago, I was completely bankrupt and I had to change my mindset really fast if I was going to succeed and be successful in any endeavor that I was doing, because it's the law of attraction, basically. I mean, it's how a magnet attracts all the steel objects to it. there's an there's an inner field um, of energy, basically, and people just don't think about it very often because it's like magnetics and everything else. You don't see the energy. It's like this 5G that we're all talking about. People don't see the energy. They don't realize what it's doing around people and to people. But you have to be able to attract what you want into your life, and that is all by getting your mindset correct. So I know one of the things I did, which is in this book, and it's a really old book. This was printed in 1950, and it's You Too Can Be Prosperous. And I can tell it was written in 1950 by reading, part of it. It's one of the books I just got in a networking stretch meeting, but but it applies. I mean, it's been around for years and years and years. It's the people who have that prosperous mindset that attract what they want into their lives, and too many people just don't have that. And so I thought one of the exercises we could do, because it's all about feeling this, and feeling puts out a certain energy also. And again, this is all invisible, so people sometimes think it's woo woo. It's not woo woo at all. There is energy and it affects all of us all the time. That's why a lot of people won't live next to power lines and just a lot of different things, because they've proven things mess up people. But that's how they do x-rays, and that's how they do MRIs and everything. They use this invisible energy to look at things. So I thought for an exercise today, if you would sit and just say repeatedly, at least 25 times, and try to do this for at least a week to see if this wouldn't change your mindset. To sit and just really feel and say, I am prosperity. I am prosperity. I am prosperity. And begin to really feel it and let it sink into your subconscious, because that's where it needs to go. Your subconscious is what corrects and does everything for you. And see if it doesn't start changing your life a little bit, as far as attracting what you need, because that is exactly what I did when I was broke 10 and a half years ago. Every day I'd wake up and I am prosperity, I am prosperity. And to begin with, it was horrible. I didn't believe it at all. I mean, I had no money at all. I couldn't even buy a magazine. So it felt like I was completely lying to myself. But eventually it started changing my thoughts and the way, and it changed my thoughts to, I was just talking to Danielle Matthews last night and saying, I was in that place. I'll never be in that place again. Because I now have this mindset and good things come to me a lot. And so I want that for everyone. And I know you can't want it more than you want it, but I would love you to start feeling prosperous. If you don't, if you do, that's great. But it's always a good exercise to keep repeating that anyway. So that's part of what I would like to do to begin with. And then we could go into calling people and getting, but see if it doesn't even change, because when you're feeling prosperous, when you call people, they feel that. They want to be a part of that and they want what you have. So see if that doesn't even change maybe your phone calls today with what we're doing. So
Absolutely. And Debbie, one of the things, I think I stole this from Terry Latham, but his question when you're calling people was, are you getting paid what you're worth?
Mhm.
So that might be a question, when you're talking to people in conversation. It's not, you just don't call them and say, hey, Benita, it's Cindy. Are you getting paid what you're worth? I mean, that's not, okay. Hopefully I don't need to say that, but so
Right.
while you're, weaving questions into your conversation, hopefully you're doing more listening than talking. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And so that's a lesson I'm still trying to learn after 60 years. And the other thing is, the other question, or another question that you might want to put in your repertoire is, have you prepared for retirement? Just short, to the point questions that get people thinking, and then shut the trap and listen. So anyway, great training, Debbie. We'll see everybody in 20 minutes.
All right.